What's up, roadies? I am some guy named Nate. You thought it was all over, but it wasn't. So, if you guys don't know, I did Slime Grump Prix on normal. I don't need to do free race, that doesn't matter. I did most of the challenges. We're probably going to go back before I wrap it fully up, but we're going to do all the time trials right now. So I did the first time trial in the Hairball Cup and did Boss Thing Say. We'll redo it just so I can show you. See, as you can see, it's SpongeBob. So I'm not going to race against the Ghost because I did that off camera, because I was like, how easy is the time trial? So we're going to go solo race. I'm just going to show you exactly what it is. And we're going to go right down the line with the characters too. So, and we'll just stick with him stock. Chewy, Bold, and Brash. Now we'll do normal. So yeah, I'm going to do about 6 tracks an episode, if not more. Depends on how close we get to our magical number of 20 minutes. Oh yeah. Here we go, Sponge. So usually when you do time trials, my hair is messy. I woke up at 7 a.m. right now. Oh crap. I haven't played this in about 2 weeks. And the only power up you get is if you collect enough slime, you get a speed boost, which is kind of good. Especially because you can get one right here and you can just slap shot yourself. And look, I already got a second one. It's pretty easy to do the time trials in certain levels, I heard. So hopefully we can make it all good. And I know I take the same route every time, but it's the easiest route. See, I didn't set a record there, but all you have to do in every track is do 3 laps, and to get the Chivo, the trophy, you have to do it against the ghosts, which is fine. So I will be going against the ghosts for all the other races. So guys, how's your day going so far? Mine is okay. I don't know if you guys know, but I think I talked about it on my Twitter a little bit, but for my employer, I have to work 56 hours a week until Christmas. So I know that doesn't sound like much of a difference because I usually work 40 hours a week, but I have to, instead of getting there at 7:30 a.m., I gotta get there at 6:30 a.m. So I work 11.5-hour shifts, and I don't get to spend Monday with my family, or Wednesday with my family. Today's Monday. So that kind of sucks, and it's gonna cut my time down really short, so I'm trying to get up at 7:30 a.m. each day that I have off just to record the ever-living hell out of Let's Plays. And cross the line. Really? I set a new record. I didn't think I did that good. Well, we got even more monies. And we're going to go to change track. So guys, all you have to do is you have to go in, and we're going to go to Glove Universe. You just have to chip away at each of them. The best time is Patrick. So we're going to go race against the Ghost, and unfortunately, since I'm going in a row, I'm also going to be Patrick. What should we do? I like top speed, but I also like steering. Let's do Mean Bob. Mean Bob. Mean Bob. Mean Bob. Yeah, let's give him some drift. Wow, that cripples everything except drift. That's good. And here goes Pat. Reptar and Angelica. Roar. I think Angelica should look out. There's a giant green lizard behind her. No, she looks more like a hippo than a lizard. So I'm going to complain about something on the show. I was going to complain about it on my video of Death Come True. But as you guys don't know... Aw, damn it, he got the speed boost and I effed up. That's okay. I can cover up lost ground. I know how shortcuts work. But no, here's something that really upsets me. And it upsets me greatly, and I know it shouldn't. So, as you guys know, there is the famous internet group called the Game Grumps. And they're playing one of my favorite games of all time, Dig and Romp, a Traitor Happy Havoc. Here's the problem. I don't want to watch it because in the last 2 years, they've ruined everything they've touched. And I know it sounds really, really mean. Oh crap. But it's kind of true. Because here's the thing, guys. So, I'll tell you my whole history with the Game Grumps so you guys don't think I'm not a fan. I loved the Game Grumps. I really, really did. the original era, because I really loved Ego Raptor. Well, I watched 2 of his videos before he went and turned into this, like the Poke Battle and then his Awesome series. Those were like the 2 that like every person in my age group watched. They'd be like, oh, it's so funny, he's talking about Zelda. I relate to that. Oh, he's talking about Mega Man. Mega Man, jump on the platform. See? Very quotable. And I liked that video a lot, and I really, really liked JonTron. Now, here's the thing. I watched every single JonTron video, and when it came out, I was a big fan of JonTron since like 2011. Like, as soon as a JonTron video would drop, I would watch it immediately. And I liked him and PVG, and Continue, and all those other guys that always collabed together. So it was always fun to see your favorite internet people collab together. Then, as soon as JonTron was like, oh, me and my buddy Ego Raptor are going to start a Let's Play channel, I was like, whoa, that's so cool. I get to, instead of just one JonTron video every 5 months of him talking about a game, I get to get a video every day of him talking about a game. Oh, that's sweet. That's even better. So then I would watch, like literally every day after work, I would go home and be like, oh crap, what was the Game Grumps video? Oh, if they're playing this, oh cool, and it didn't matter what they were playing, I would watch it. And they would have funny quotes, and I would really enjoy it. So that's how it was until like, I think 11 months into the Ego/John years of that stupid channel, that I noticed that they started like not being as like comedic with each other. Like especially there's one episode, I forgot which one it was, and I beat Patrick. I forgot which episode it was, but it was one, I should probably delete it now because Aaron's deleting all of the old Game Grumps content. It's, okay, probably yeah, it's Chucky, Ghost the Ghost, but that's okay because next is going to be Squidward. Let's go Speedy Squid. Speedy Squid. What's going to help my steering? Okay. So, but yeah, I watched it all up until that point. There was one episode that was really stupid that I remember of original, like, Gen 1 Game Grumps when the whole joke was that John wanted to destroy something of... There we go! John wanted to destroy something of... Yeah! Of Aaron's, and the whole joke was that he was like, I just want to kill something on your shelf that you care about. And Aaron apparently at that time had a big collection of mint condition, sealed in box Game Boy Advance games. And the whole joke to that whole thing, oh really, I got 2 silvers, just coming right back. The whole thing to that story was that like he wanted to just smash something on Aaron's shelf. So I don't know what kind of sane person would do that, but he picked Drill Dozer on the GBA. That was like the game that John wanted to smash, and it was really stupid because I love Drill Dozer. It's one of my favorite games. So that joke really was like, okay, this is stupid. And they even like showed like a film clip during that episode of JonTron smashing a copy of Drill Dozer into the ground, which was absolutely stupid. But that was when I was like, ugh, Game Grumps is getting weird. And then all of a sudden, there was a JonTron video that was John going, oh, I gotta quit and move to New York. And then Barry and Susie and Aaron fake crying like, oh god, oh, we gotta replace JonTron. And then it was Mr. Sex Bang himself, Danny, was the replacement. Which, here's the thing, guys, I did not like Danny at first because, like, the only thing I knew about NSP was the Sex Training music video, which, that's an okay song, I like it. It's in a few of my bop mixes, but the dumb thing about that was the original, that part, like that era, early Danny was so awkward. It's like he didn't know what he was doing, and half of his jokes didn't like hit with Aaron, and that's how it was for about a few months, and then they got the hang of it. But then we hit the golden years, everybody. We hit the peak time to watch people playing video games on the internet. Peak of YouTube. Because that was between 2014 and like 2016, I only watched, wow, I slaughtered Chucky. 5.22 seconds, yeah. Nice. But then, like, again, I would watch every single freaking... That's cat, dog, of course. It's the ghost, and we're gonna be Sandy this one. And we're gonna go a little bit better steering. That's fine. Okay, but yeah. So 2014 to 2016. That was the weird era of the Grumps when they did Danny and they did 2 episodes a day, actually. Sorry for coughing. You know, I'm just gonna let this cutscene play out. I'm gonna get sipped really quick. Okay, cool. Ooh, the ice is so noisy. 1, 2. There we go. Now I've mastered it. Yeah, because the ghost gets the speed boost every time, if you guys have noticed, because it's a developer ghost. But it's a developer ghost in a kid's game, so they're going to make it a little bit easier. But no, back to my story. So 2014 to 2016, Game Grumps were really good. I really liked them. I would, again, no matter what they were playing, I would say, oh crap, there's a new Grumps episode. And they would do Game Grumps and Steam Train, which Steam Train was their like spin-off show, which was Danny and Ross instead of Danny and Aaron. And I don't like Ross, but I really liked Steam Train. Yeah! This is how we speed boost. But that was very good. And then they did Steamrolled, and then they started doing Grumpcade, which I really loved Grumpcade. That was very good. And it was usually one of the 2 normal members, so like Ross or Danny or Aaron, and then they would get either Barry, their editor, or they would get people for Susie, Aaron's wife, or they would get another YouTuber, damn it, another YouTuber to just come in and just be like, oh, we got special guest Shmonano. Here comes Shmonano, he's on the Shmonano. And then everyone would lol and they would play a game. And that's also where this era of it came in, which I really loved, which was 2016 to 2017. That was perfect YouTube goodness. I've never experienced it. Like early 2016 to the end of 2017 was so good because 3 groups that I really loved at the time, Grumps, Oni Plays, and Super Mega, always collabed. There would always be like a special episode of Oni Plays with Super Mega, or with Game Grump guy, or with this, and then there was a Game Grump with a Super Mega guy, or an Oni guy, so that like all 3 of their fan groups would come together and be like, oh, you like Matt and Ryan? Well, I like Chris, Ding Dong, and Julian. Oh, I like Aaron and Danny. We're all buddies. And they would all share like a similar sense of humor, so it was very funny. And that was peak internet, guys. 2016, 2017 for watching Let's Plays. Good Lord, was it good? Because that was the time when I really got into Oni Plays, which I'm still into Oni Plays. Thank goodness they're actually still good. But that was when, like, the first time I got introduced to Oni Plays was when, that was a slaughter, was actually with the Grumpcade episode when they were playing Simpsons Hit and Run, and I was like, well, these guys are funny. I'm laughing 100% of the time. Lol, 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 lol. So then I just transitioned over to watching exclusively Oni Plays. Well, I would watch, you know, a little bit of both. What time are we at? We're at 13 minutes. Another one. Food Cordia. And it's, of course, it's the ghost. Next in line is going to be a Leo. I almost said Donnie. Leo. And Leo, we're going to stick with this setup. It's fine. But back to my story. So that was when I watched a lot of Super Mega. I don't do that anymore. I watched a lot of Game Grumps. I would try to watch as many videos of theirs as I can. And I watched every single Oni Plays video. It didn't matter. They were my new Game Grumps. They were like, hey, whatever, no matter what they're playing, I'm going to watch it. And let me do the boost here quick. 1, 2, go! Now I could do 1,000,006 of those. But the silly thing, guys, is fucking when I was... I lost my train of thought. So that was when everything was perfect. Everyone was in harmony. There was harmony, and then the Fire Nation attacked. And by Fire Nation, I mean Aaron. And this is when it all went downhill. I started to realize that like, Aaron's a piece of shit. Like, overall, it's weird. Like, it upset me, too, because I was watching their content for 5 years, and I knew Aaron from, like, his Newgrounds days, and he's like, I'm an edgy man, and I'm gonna make dark jokes days of the internet. And I really like that. And then here's the problem. Speaking of other things in 2016, I loved Starbomb. They were very funny. I got into NSP and Starbomb because of Game Grumps, so they were really, really good. And to make it matters worse, I did pre-order the 3rd CD for the Triforce, so the recent and allegedly last ever Starbomb album, and I got it autographed. So I have Aaron and Danny and Ninja Brian's autographs in my house on a CD. So don't say I didn't like them. But then the magical year of 2018 happened. I sound like one of those YouTubers who's like, I'm the internet historian. Here's the history of some guy named Nate who was never funny. But in that whole thing, there was one magical time called early 2018 when Aaron was really trying to get... I still wholeheartedly believe that this was a brownie points move because it allegedly was developed by, like, the Game Grumps team, which I don't know. It probably was, which was Dream Daddy, which if you guys don't know what that game is, it was a gay dad dating simulator, and it was made by the Game Grumps. Well, at least like funded and pitched and everything by them, and they were hell-bent, they were adamant, they were like, this is great, it's so good. And at that time, the Megas, the Onis, and the Grumps all lived in the same house. And I guess Aaron was like, oh, I'm going to be nice and give early copies to everybody. Now, one of my favorite internet men of all time, which was Ding Dong from Oni Plays, very, very funny man. Let's go to Raph. Let's just stick with the setup. He was like, publicly on one of his live streams, he was like, yeah, Dream Daddy isn't that good. I feel like it's just getting, brownie points with the LGBT community. And he was pretty accurate with it. It's not a good dating simulator. And I've played bad dating simulators, I would know. And what happened was, all of a sudden, Aaron got really sassy. He was like, no, it's the best. We're really representing the people with this game, and you should buy it. And all of a sudden, he this is all fuzzy in internet history, but Aaron allegedly demanded that Chris tell his friends to not to redact their statement. So he's like, you better tell him to not say that shit about my game. And then Chris was like, no, he can say whatever he wants. So that caused a falling out between pretty much all 3 funny internet people groups. And it also caused one of the saddest events of internet history, which was a big chunk of Game Grumps fans doxing Ding Ding and finding out his real name and his address and blackmailing shit to his parents. It was really stupid, and I don't want to talk about this story ever again on my show. It just really bugged me. And that is why there's different people. One of the reasons why I swear there's different people on Oni Plays right now. Because Mr. Dong went home to his home planet, and it's snowing outside, son of a bitch. And then they got, Lyle and Tomar and Zach, they're very funny. I really love them. But recently this year, in the 4 videos that he got Ding Dong, Sunny, and him to record are so funny. Mr. Maze, the 3 parts of it, very hilarious. And the Game Boy Color Stuart Little game, I want to watch that again today. It's so funny. They did such a good job, and their comedy chemistry is perfect. And that one fuck up might ruin the whole run for me. It won't. No, it did. Wait, I barely won? Oh my god, even with that F up right at the end there, guys, I barely won by just a couple of milliseconds. Holy crap. And I think I am right, guys. I think I'm just thinking six tracks an episode, because that went by really quick. Let me take a sip really quick. Okay, everyone, I will continue this story on the next installment, and then I'll talk about other shit. on the next installment of Nickelodeon Kart Racers Grand Prix. We're going to wrap up 6 more time trials and talk about more fun things. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm going to see you in the next Happy Joy Joy.